I have to tell you I'm affected by history and heritage. And I tell you because I am the 6th generation, 174 years in the business, in clothing, in textiles and clothing. And, all my life has been, you have to be good, and you have to do this, you have to do, if possible, better than the generation before, which is, of course, very difficult. So I have to say I'm very happy to be here because this is my very first time. I have no family, like 100 people on top of my shoulders, and I'm completely free to make mistakes. I'm 44, so it took time to be free to make mistakes. It was supposed to happen in the 20s, but it's now. So I strongly hope that it's not a mistake, and this is Vionnet. As you can imagine, it's all about passion. I mean, I was jobless, 2008. My family decided to sell the previous company. I've been living and struggling and, 24/7 for almost 7 years. So I stepped out. Everybody said that you are very lucky. I was probably lucky, but I was without any job. So I have to fill up my agenda. And I have to say restarting, revising a brand was my idea before. Thanks God I had an idea. And unfortunately, it was the wrong time because 2008, 2009. I was looking for, number one, I found a partner. He's too shy to be here, but he's one of the number one of our business, Gianni Castiglioni. We share the same idea, and we were looking for something with a strong heritage again, but with a kind of free, clean, recent history. And Vionnet came. It was by chance. I went to a meeting. It was completely different issue, and I stepped on top of a piece of paper with Vionnet. That consultant said, I'm sorry, this is not interesting for you. It's just something I have to throw it away. And I said, no, stop. This is much more interesting than what we are going to speak about. And that was March 2008. Of course, our approach is kind of respectful. You cannot have anything else with the story of Madeleine Vionnet, and humble because it's, I would say, both nature. Let's say humble. Then, because we are very small, we are by far the smallest of the. By the way, you have to tell me why you invited me, because I mean, we just. If everything will be good, we will be first year will be 5.2 million euros revenues. So it's probably what David Lauren does in 25 seconds, or maybe less. So. Then we thought that there was kind of our previous experiences to be shared and to be put as a system, maybe a good system, together with passion. And then I strongly believe about that. France and Italy are not competitors in anything. I mean, we are players, and we can be very good to be together in the yesterday, today, and tomorrow, for sure. Okay, this is very fast. By the way, let me say this. I said the irrationals. This is a joke, but in 2009, when I went public and I said I'm going to do it, everybody said, "Are you crazy? Nobody wants another brand, another designer, or another story," which was wrong. Thanks God. Due diligence ended in June. The announcement, it was the low-cost one. Susie, I think you remember. It was my apartment in Milan. I invited everybody. I thought nobody would come. Unfortunately, or fortunately, 65 people came in the same time exactly. So they were practically, laying down in the carpet. It was one on top of the others. I think you sit down somewhere because the others were very respectful. And we had, drinking. Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. we were drinking and speaking, and I try, standing like this with this guy, Rudy, my designer. This guy is super shy, staying next to me, shaking like this. I said, okay, they are not going to eat you. And pre-collection, the 1st of July 2009, presentation at Paris Fashion Week at the Musée de l'Homme. Of course, as a milestone, speaking here with you. Thank you again, Susie. And the first store will be, a franchisee for sure, will be opening next month in Middle East with 100 top retailers amongst the best customers in the world. Let me say that when we started, let me go back 1 second. When we started, I said presentation at Paris Fashion Week. Okay, the story was we were supposed to start with the pre-collection in October 2009 because we were not ready at all. Then I've heard that the Louvre, the Musée des Arts Déco, were doing something big of Madeleine Vionnet. So I called my friend, my new friend, Pamela Goldbin. I ran to her, and she said, we are starting. 24th of June, we are going to grand opening. So I went back to Italy, and I said, we have to start, because there was the free advertising, the free biggest advertising in the history of fashion, probably. So we ran, and the 24th of June, I was there. There was these fantastic things. I say hi to many people. I was like going back to my place, supposedly. And in terms of fashion business, let's say, I had a beautiful champagne, and I was just standing like this. And,